Aaron Dingle did a surprisingly good job at keeping control of his emotions in the latest episode of Emmerdale. He was front and centre for Robert Sugden's next performance with Kev Townsend, which saw them publicly confirm their relationship. Kev and Robert getting married in prison was an interesting subject for local loudmouth Nicola King. In the cafe, she did her usual pretend to be nice to the newcomer just to get gossip that she can share with Lewis Barton later in the day. As Aaron listened to Robert and Kev, he realized that the newly released criminal had no idea what his husband was up to while he was still inside. He confirmed that Robert was all over him, but Kev took this as another sign the ex was just being jealous. In the pub a while later, Robert and Kev arrived for lunch. Neither of them hesitated in holding hands, and Aaron was sat at the bar, watching the entire thing. Kev continued to pick up on Aaron looking at them and grew increasingly annoyed. He stood up and asked if Aaron had a problem, and then commented on him having daddy issues. This was an incredibly low blow. It was confirmation that Robert had told Kev about Gordon abusing Aaron, and given the comments from Kev, it suggested that Robert hadn't told him in a sensitive manner. Aaron went home and found Kev in his flat later in the day. He held his own once again, quietly observing Kev as he wandered around his home. Kev made things simple. If Aaron didn't leave him and Suggers alone, he'd kill him. And Aaron really wasn't sure in this moment if that threat was an empty one. Aaron made it clear on Friday that he no longer wanted anything to do with Robert. So will he stay away? Or continue watching the drama unfold from the sideline, knowing the risk he's taking? Robert started seeing Kev while they were both in prison. Prior to this, Robert was getting attacked by some inmates, and Kev was ultimately the person to stop this from continuing. They then began a relationship and got married. At the time, Robert had no idea that he'd appeal against his case and get released, so he started to create a new life behind bars to simply survive. Aaron learnt of Robert's betrayal when he saw them kissing outside the pub. Given everything he's just been through with Robert's brother Aaron, did not hesitate in telling this Sugden that they were done. Robert has explained to Aaron that his connection with Kev does mean something, but that he isn't the man he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Aaron has asked Robert to break things off with Kev, but because he has feelings for him and the fact Kev's wallet is also packed full of money, he hasn't found it in him to break the dying man's heart.